What's up, everyone? I'm Joe from Subtle Art Soap. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are shaving with tea tree and charcoal. This one is back in stock on our website. It was out of stock for a little while, but it is back in stock and available on our website. The razor we're going to be using, this is a Parker 24C. This is an open comb. I'm going to be rolling with a Parker Premium Platinum Blade, Parker Ivory Handle Synthetic Brush, and building a lather and a Parker Apothecary mug. I have a Parker themed shave today. So I'm going to cut this here. I'm going to wet my face, put a little of our pre-shave soap on. I'm going to build a lather, and then we'll get right to the shave. All right, we're back. I have my pre-shave soap on. We have this in two versions. We have a lightly mentholated pre-shave soap and an unscented. I used the unscented. We have our lather whipped up here in our Parker Apothecary mug. Get right to lathering. So one thing I do want to point out about this soap is the scent on it is it's very medicinal. Tea tree essential oil has a kind of a medicinal quality to it as far as the fragrance goes. And you combine that with activated charcoal, which has kind of an earthiness to it. Not very strong, but it's there. You've worked with it before, you know what I'm talking about. And when you put the two together, you get almost like a medicinal scent to it, almost like pine tar. I've had people say that it smells like pine to them, which is a little bit of what I get from the soap. I've had people say it smells like menthol. I get a little bit of that too. I mean, I can see that because there is a medicinal quality to it, but there is no menthol in the soap. But it does have that, does have a little bit of a vibe to it where you might think where it may smell like there's some in there, but there isn't. All right. All right, let's get rolling here. So this is one of my favorite open comb razors. It's not the most aggressive open comb razor out there. You definitely get that open comb blade feel, which I really enjoy. And the thing about these Parker razors, they have good weight to them. All of them across the board have really good weight to them. Solid brass cores. Really sturdy. We carry a lot of Parkers in our shop. I was a fan of Parker razors. When I first started wet shaving. So naturally when we started a business, I wanted to get them in here. I think for the price, you can't beat them for the price. And the knurling, look at the knurling on this handle. You have a handful of soap and this thing ain't going anywhere. The Parker razors, I think just naturally, just the way they're made, they have a slightly more blade feel and blade exposure than a lot of razors out there. When you put a Parker blade in there, I think it's a really nice combo. Parker blades aren't known to be the most aggressive blades out there, like say a Feather. A Feather or a Vashon blade. These are really, really nice blades. Now, if you really want to kick the feel on this razor up, put a Feather blade in here. I've done that on many occasions. Put a Feather blade in that razor, and you can just rip through. If you have any like big growth, a lot of growth, big growth. If you have a lot of growth, you can just rip right through it. You put a Feather blade in there. You really turn up the aggressiveness on that razor with that. I like the Parker blades and the Parker razor. I like the Astra blades and the Parker razors. Really, really great blades. They work really well in any razor you put it in, really. And these brushes are small. They do have larger brushes, but this one is a small. I think this is a 20 millimeter. But they do have some larger brushes. We have larger ones on our website. And they have mug brushes too, which for when you use an apothecary mug, the mug brushes are really nice because they have a longer handle. So you don't have that banging around on the side of the mug when you're whipping up a lather. All right, let's go across the grain. This is as good as gonna do it. I usually don't do more than 2. But when you have a razor like this, absolutely, I don't ever need more than 2. Unless I miss something and I want to do a little cleanup. But I think today is just gonna be, I think today 2 is gonna be good. Been doing a little bit more work on that straight razor roll I've been working on. Did that little quick little video the other day on the other channel. I'll be working a little bit more on that today. Fun little project. I love the feedback on this razor. The blade feel, the audio feedback. It's really, really nice. And when I first started out, 7 years ago, I did like what most people do. I got like the least aggressive razors and, you know, mild razors, mild blades. But then as you progress in this, you start to, a couple things start to happen. You know, your skin starts to toughen up a little bit, right? Your technique gets better. Then you kind of start venturing, exploring different blades, different razors. You get into straight razor shaving. I think once I got into straight razor shaving, it was about 5 years ago. Shortly after I got into wet shaving, I started to gravitate more towards the more aggressive blades, more aggressive razors, and open comb razors were one of the ones I really started to enjoy. There's another one I have here. Check this one out. This is a West Coast shaving razor, and this is their toothsome plate. Now this looks pretty aggressive. It looks like it's gnarly. It is absolutely not. It is surprisingly mild for an open comb, but very, very efficient. That's a very cool razor. All right, I'm going to rinse off and then we'll do a recap. Alrighty, we are all rinsed off. I'm going to tell you, man, 2 passes with that 24C open comb, that Parker blade. That is nice. That is really nice. All right, there is no matching splash for tea tree and charcoal, but I'm feeling like I want a little bit of menthol here, so we're going to go with eucalyptus and mint. A little menthol hit here. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, that's good. That is good. Speaking of menthol, we're going to be, if you guys are familiar with our Arctic Blast soap, that is getting a little bit of a revamp for this summer. I'm going to be bumping up the menthol and adding some peppermint essential oil. So that's going to become an icy one too. So watch for that. All right, guys, do a quick recap here. Soap, tea tree and charcoal, razor, Parker 24C, open comb with Parker blades, Parker brush, Parker apothecary mug, and we finished off with eucalyptus and mint, menthol aftershave. All right, guys, that'll do it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.